Hi there, buds. Last weekend I ended up going to lunch with a group of people, and I met a few people for the first time, and there was a girl there who, no lie, smelled like weed and Victoria's Secret perfume, and it was like the worst combination ever. Like, I honestly don't mind the smell of weed. I don't mind the smell of weed on people. Like, it really doesn't bother me that much. I tend to try to keep the smell down. I like candles whenever I smoke, and I usually end up brushing my teeth right afterwards and stuff like that just because I don't like it on the breath and it helps with dry mouth. Anyways, I thought I would give you guys a few tips on how to not smell like weed and not do like that girl did, because covering it up with perfume is probably the worst thing that you could do. And it draws so much attention to you. Like, I immediately knew this girl was stoned to the bone, just got out of a nice, good hot box and smoke sesh, because girl smelled like legitimately Victoria's Secret perfume and smoke. But like, it was like not a good combination. So let's get this video started. The first tip, which I know is probably gonna sound crazy, is wear a jacket when you smoke. This goes back to like legitimately the olden days when they used to wear smoking jackets when people smoke. And the reason why is because basically it covers up your clothing and it has a protective layer so that your clothes don't end up smelling like smoke. It's a really good tip. Really good tip. And if it's hot outside, just get like a light jacket, like a jean jacket or something like that. But a jacket while smoking really does bring the level of like stench to begin with down, because you can just take that jacket off and you're gonna walk in smelling good. My second tip would be make sure to store your cannabis in something airtight, because it does not matter how many tips I give you on how to not smell like weed. If you're walking around with weed in a Ziploc bag or something that is not smell proof, because you're still gonna be reeking of weed because you're carrying around weed and it ain't stored properly. So make sure that you have some type of airtight container to store everything in, because yeah, it doesn't make any sense on trying to hide the weed smell if you're just gonna give it away by not storing it properly. My next tip would be brush your teeth, and I would say do that anyways, because smoking weed causes dry mouth. And dry mouth is not good for your dental health. And the best way to combat that is just to brush your teeth right afterwards. It's just a good thing to do anyways. So brush your teeth right after the smoke sesh. Or if you can't, have some type of gum or mints on you just to keep that smell down. Cannabis really, really stays around on your breath. Like, I notice the smell of smoke on people's breath and on their lips. So my next tip would be have some type of minty or like scented chapstick to cover up the smell on your lips, particularly if you use a bong to smoke with. Bongs can make your lips smell disgusting, or if you have big lips like I do, like legitimately I notice the smell on my lips and I can smell it in my nose and I'm like, that's a dead giveaway. Like, my lips reek. Sometimes I will even just like wash my lips in the bathroom, like with just like some soap, but like anything just to get the smell off of your lips and around your mouth. If you are somebody with a beard, maybe washing that down really quickly is really nice, or maybe spraying like a little quick something like far away. Do not overdo it with any scents. Like, that's another tip. Like, you can use cologne or something, but like don't use a bunch, because it's just gonna like draw attention to you and you don't want to do that. My next tip is to wash your hands. Hands are the other place. Besides your mouth, your hands. Those are the two places that are going to stink the most when you smoke. I promise you, like, they're gonna smell the worst. And just wash your hands. That'll get any smell from handling any cannabis off your fingers. And it'll also get any smell, like if you've been holding a joint, it can make your hands smell really bad. Just wash your hands. That'll get rid of that smell too. Another tip would be blow downwind, because if you're outdoors and you're blowing upwind, then the smoke is just gonna be blowing right back at you, and that's like one way to really bring down the smoke smell, is just like blow down wind. And if you're indoors, maybe open up a window and blow outside, because that can really help bring down the smell as well. Another way to really help conceal the weed smell is by dabbing instead, because you're not gonna get any smell with a good dab or two. Or use a vaporizer, because that's gonna also lower the smell as well. Make sure to store this in something that is smell proof as well though, because vaporizers can leave off a little bit of a smell. It's not really a weedy smell, it smells almost like burnt popcorn or like popcorn, but you don't want that smell even coming off of you, so be sure to keep that stored away. But vaporizers are also a really good way to just like lower the smell instead of using smoke. And my last tip that I would say is a smoke buddy is like so good. I'll put a little picture of it right here. I don't have one on me, but I had one of these in Mississippi and I used to live by it because I lived in an apartment and I did not want to be caught smoking there, because it was obviously illegal in Mississippi to have weed, so I had to keep the smell down as much as possible. And so we used smoke buddies in our house all the time, and they worked really, really well. Again though, you're gonna want to make sure to wash your lips off, because putting your lips on it and having that smoke build up in there, because it comes out really, really slow because it goes through a filter, it makes it come up against the lips and it'll make your lips smell. So smoke buddies are good, but afterwards also make sure to brush your teeth and wash your lips again. But yeah, those are a few tips on how to keep the smell down of weed on you when you go out in public. The cologne is probably the last thing you're gonna wanna reach for. Like I said, it just kind of draws attention. And most of the time when you're stoned, you're gonna overdo it because you're paranoid as fuck. And so then you're gonna walk in like this girl and just reek of Loud and Victoria's Secret, and everybody's gonna clock you, because trust and believe me, everybody at the table knew this girl was stoned to the bone, which is fine because like obviously I'm cool as fuck. The people I'm around are cool as fuck. It wasn't like a super professional type of meeting. It was kind of semi-professional, but yeah, it was casual enough to where you could go a little stony, and it was about cannabis, so yeah. But yeah, those are my tips. If you like them, give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment down below with any of your tips on how to keep the smell of weed off of you. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys around for whatever stony activity or video I come up with for next time. And subscribe to my channel, because I do 3 new weedy videos every single week, and sometimes I do more. See you guys around. Bye.